Okay, so like I said, this is the website. We're looking at bar graphs, how to read bar graphs. And you've made your bar graphs already. And we're going to look at some samples here. This is favorite type of movie and how many people who took the survey, what was their favorite movie. We're going to use this as an example of how you can look at your data about where money was spent, the certain times of day money was spent. You're going to make that transfer over and that connection of reading your graphs and then writing about it. So when you look at a graph, like I said, this is the numbers here, and you just look at the numbers and they're labeled, and you have something like that in your spreadsheet. What you've done now is turned it into a bar graph, and like I said, the reason you make a bar graph is because it's easier to understand, right? When you look at it, you get that extra visual, right? And you can look at it right away and say which one was which was the most popular movie type. Looking at this, what was the popular movie type? Yes, romance, right, with 6. And you could do that by looking at the number at the top or looking at the fact that the bar is higher than everything else, right? Everyone sees that? Okay. Let's just study this a little bit. The thing that we need to do now is go further, where we just don't say everyone's favorite movie is romance. We want to go deeper than that. Right? We want to start asking questions now, right? Why, for example, why do we think romance was the number one? Because if we ask this class here, would the data be different than the one here that we got?
Yeah.
Right? Would romance be our favorite?
No.
Right?
No.
Okay, so looking at this, what do you think this tells about the people that were surveyed? Not that they just like romance, what else do you think it says about the people? Now you have to make inferencing. Now you got to make connections.
They might be older than us.
Okay, good. They could be older than us, right? Kids don't seem to be interested in that type of movie. Older people are, right? So that's a good connection, right? That's a good inference, right? Inference is you're adding deeper thinking to it that doesn't tell you, right? You've got to go deeper and make that connection and come up with that thought on your own. That's what we mean by inferencing. Okay. Let's see here. Any other things? Yes, Hilla? We're looking at the information. It doesn't have to just be romance. Looking at these other things, what do you think this tells you about the people who took the survey? Least people voted for drama. Okay, so that's what this is telling you. Now I want you to go deeper than that. Why do you think that? I know that's what it says, but I want you to, like I said, I want you to add your thoughts to it. Yes, that's what this says. You're right. But why? Why did that happen? What's your thoughts behind it? Why is drama not popular? If romance is popular, why wouldn't drama be popular? Right? There's no right or wrong answer. So think about it. What we said, these are older people. But what happened with the drama? Why would the drama be only one person? What are your thoughts?
Maybe people aren't into drama as much these days.
Okay, then we have to go into it more, though, because okay, they're not into it, and that's what we're saying. Look into the survey. This group is not into drama. Got to go deeper, though. I mean, here's the thing. I want you to realize, Hiba, there isn't a right or wrong answer here. You've got to just, who knows what the reason is? But what do you think it is? Like, why did that happen? Why is comedy, the fact that comedy and sci-fi are both at 4, action is 5, are we getting a better idea of what this group is like? What do we think? What are we picturing these people are? Older? What else are we thinking about them? What else do we think? Yes. Okay, they're older. What else do we think about them though?
Teenagers.
You think they could be teenagers? Okay, why do you say that?
Because they're action and comedy.
Okay, there's a mix of action and comedy in there as well. Right? It could be that that's more for teenagers, action and comedy movies. And they may like romance movies once in a while too.
Yeah.
Okay?
For drama, it could be maybe adults and kids don't like seeing people being too dramatic.
Okay, maybe people are tired of the drama. Right? Alright, that's fine. So what you would do is you look at that and you've got, the bottom line is you got to ask questions. I don't want so much to say that, most, in your writing, don't say, most people like romance, and least amount of people say drama. Don't put that in your writing. Why? The bar graph already tells you that. It's you need to go into this, look at this, make connections to it, think deeper about it, and then put that in the writing. For example, by looking at this bar graph, it looks like the people that were surveyed, they really enjoy romance, and I think the reason would be is we're talking about an older group of people, right? They may be in their early 20s or 30s, because they also like comedy and action. Right? And then that's it. This doesn't tell you this. You added that information there by your thoughts and your connections. But Hiba, if you just say drama is the lowest amount, you didn't add anything to it. Because everybody already looks and sees that. Right? Does that make sense? Yeah. So when you look at your bar graph and you start your writing, don't write what you see. Write what you think. It's no different than that volcano project. Don't write what you see in the picture. Write what you think when you look at that picture. What did you feel at that moment that picture was taken? Right? That's the thing you need to remember. It's not what you see, it's what you think. And what you think shouldn't be what you see. And that's what I think only. What you do is you look at it and then start making connections to it. Right? Like, why is this the case? Right? What is this saying me? What is this saying to me? What is this telling me? Right? What does this mean? You've got to ask questions and then you try to answer them, and then that's what's going to help you write when you do this. Okay? Let me see how much time I have. So I don't want these to be more than 10 minutes. Two minutes. Yeah. Okay, so let's take a look at...
These are
You should already have the bar graphs made. Okay? Alright. Now, this is real quick, because we're running out of time here, but most popular fruit. Survey of 145 people. Right? Here is their favorite fruits. You have apple, orange, banana, kiwi fruit, blueberry, and grapes. Okay? And then you have 0 up to 40. What's the top? The top would be 40 for blueberry, right? The least amount? Grapes, right? And then you have a mix of apple, orange, all right? Now I want you to tell me, for example, what do you think this says, looking at this, right? Okay, are you able to make any inferencing, right? And they don't have to be right. You just got to be able to make a connection or justify it.
Maybe people just like the flavor of the blueberry a lot more than they do for probably the grapes.
But that's what they're saying. I think that's what they're saying. Maybe that's what they're saying. Is it the flavor? It could be, okay, it could be the flavor. All right, fair enough. It could be the flavor. Yes?
Maybe people want to be healthy, so they take the more healthier food.
Okay, maybe blueberry is the most healthiest. Maybe this survey was given at a gym. Who do we know? We don't know where these people were surveyed. If these people were surveyed coming out of McDonald's, right, it may be different.
It'd be like hamburgers, fries. Yeah.
Well, those aren't, I mean, if it was fruits though. If you ask people coming out of McDonald's what their favorite fruit was, why apple?
Because they love
The apple pie. The apple pie. Okay, but if you're asking people to come out, you don't know where you got to make that connection and that inference is, who do you think these people are? Well, ask yourself, where were they surveyed? Right? How old are they? What country are they from? Right? That kind of stuff. It would be different if it's from a different country. Because you have different fruits in different countries. Right? So looking at those fruits, right? These are the types of connections and things that you've got to do. All right, that's the lesson there.